So we have more or less moved into our new place, which means adulting is starting really soon. And being adults means that we have to start paying for bills, paying for food, home insurance, mortgage, and many other stuff, which can be really challenging seeing how things have increased in prices over the years.
That's expensive.
So today I want to break down how I segment my salary into different pockets, what I'm using, and how I manage all this data and information. So to start with, we do need to have our income streams. And with my current job, I do get a pretty good salary, but in exchange of that, I have less time for videos like this, and hence you see less videos going out. But once the busy period is over, I'll try to upload more or maybe do shorter form content, which can be bite-sized information for you guys. And the next stream of income that I have is dividend income. So with dividend income, I've been pretty open with the dividends I'm getting and I'm earning every single month, and these are uploaded as shorter content on YouTube. And on average, I get roughly 50 USD of dividends after all the taxes that the US charges, and it's pretty decent, but it's not too bad. So for side hustles, this is where things kind of took a turn. So I do have less side hustles now because of the busy schedule that I got, but just last week I got a photo job for an interior designer that paid about $250, which will be added into the bank. So now let's move on to the expenses. So this is something new because it comes with owning your own place. This means that utilities are now paid by yourself, and it's a new form of expense for us. And accounting that I used to stay rent-free in my parents' place, this is a huge bump in expenses. So far, I'm paying roughly $100 a month for electricity and water, and I'll be using the POSB everyday card to try it out and see how the cash rebate is like. And because it's a 3% rebate, which means I get roughly $3 per month on daily dollars, which can be used to offset future bills. And then we got like the home internet stuff where I start to do all my work down here, and this comes up to roughly $60 a month, and for 3% rebate this comes up to roughly $1.80 savings, but I'll have to fulfill the $800 per month spending, which might be a little tough, but we'll see how it goes. So mortgage wise, my home right now is fully paid by CPF, so our mortgage a month is roughly $2,000 between us, so both of us will have to keep working to keep up with the payments for the house. Otherwise, it will come out directly as cash contributions from our banks, which is really costly. So now moving on to personal expenses, I do tend to spend a little bit more here because of the random stuff I eat, drink, and maybe I enjoy myself a little bit too much. So I need to track a little bit more on this, to be honest, but on average, we're looking at roughly $2,000 per month because we celebrated a friend's birthday last month and there were some bigger purchases for the house, but usually I think it will come up to roughly $1,000 a month in spending. And then another expense that we have is insurance. So I do have a medical condition, and unfortunately because of that, my insurance premiums are pretty high. But it is what it is, life isn't always fair. So insurance wise, I have health insurance, hospitalization, life plan, personal accident, MediShield Life, and this comes up to roughly like $600 a month. So all in all, my monthly expenses, including my share for the home expenses, comes up to roughly $2,800 a month with a little bit of buffer, which is a lot of money. And since my cost of living here is pretty high, I have come up with a system to ensure that I do save money and I invest before I even start enjoying myself. So every month I put in roughly $200 into Bitcoin and Ethereum, and Ethereum right now yields me around 3.5% as a staking reward. And my hopes for this is to let this snowball into something bigger when the bull market comes. And then I got a regular deposit into Scythe REITs Plus, which is where I put $1,000 every single month, and the dividends are then reinvested back into the portfolio. So the end goal for this is to grow this sum of money that will enable me to retire a little bit earlier. And something that I started doing is also to put some money into Scythe Cash Plus Guarantee, which right now is doing a good 3.8% for a short tenure of 3 months. And on months when I have spare cash which I don't really need or where I spend less, that money is put into Scythe Trade to accumulate VOO, which then become part of my retirement fund as well. So this sounds like a very difficult task to do or to track, but something that helped me a lot is to put calendars and notifications so I know when it's time to deposit money to buy crypto or to invest. and it's really helpful and it's free. And to track all that investments, I do have an Excel sheet that I've built, and it acts like a little dashboard where I can look at my total current investments in crypto, stocks, cash and bonds. So with this Excel sheet, I update it once a month, and it creates a pie chart for me to quickly see how much percentage I got in each vertical or in each, I don't know, instrument. So I'm trying to work on the Notion board, and once it's out, I'll share it with you guys so you guys can start tracking your figures and see how your financial health is. So in a nutshell, this is more or less how I manage my finances, and I hope it sheds some light to you and inspires you to start your own investing journey with the coming new year. So that's all for this video. It's a pretty short one, but I hope you guys do get something out of it, and I really hope to see you guys in the next one.